It's not just any Sunday, but a St. Patrick's Sunday here on Hilton Head Island. Now, WHHI-TV in conjunction with WSAV-CW are proud to present the 2024 Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade. Now, here are your hosts, Andrew Davis and Andrea Gannon.
Well, welcome to the 39th annual Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade, a beautiful day right here on the island. I am Andrew Davis from the town of Hilton Head and WSAV and wherever else I may work at any point.
You're working at so many places we don't even know. Last night he was working for my organization, the Arts Center, as we help to raise some funds. But I'm Andrea Gannon, Vice President of Marketing there.
Absolutely. She got a better title than I do. It works out to that end.
I don't know. I think yours is fancy.
But we love being here on the island and getting a chance to broadcast this incredible parade. This year it's extra special for us because we have WSAV-CW involved, which hopefully you're watching as we speak, or online. And we also have the folks from WHHI who'll be broadcasting this parade, and we've got a little bit of help today. Let's toss it over to Jessa and Robyn.
I'm Jessa Jeremiah, and I'm here with Robyn Zimmerman. We're having a lovely day, on a lovely day, really.
Beautiful. We're on the grounds of St. Luke's Anglican Church for the Hilton Head Island Parade, and it's so exciting to work with SAV on this. Yeah.
It really is. What a treat to get to do a dual broadcast, and we're seeing a great big crowd coming in. You can hear the chopper overhead. We've had people here since very early in the morning just getting ready for parade activity.
And you saw the Clydesdales.
I actually followed the Clydesdales in, which is exciting. They had a hiatus for a while, and this year they are back. So that's one of the things I'm looking forward to. Robyn, how about you?
I am looking forward to the Humane Society is going to have a float. I love the marching bands. I love Tunnels to Towers. That's a wonderful organization. So just a lot of nonprofits involved, and schools, and just a lot of fun festivities.
This is always a fun celebration. So what we're going to be bringing to you here on the side is some fun interviews from participants who are here watching the parade, and we're going to try and get some of the folks from the floats. So lots to come here at the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Oh, it's going to be a good time out there, ladies, no question. You see, look at the people on the parade route. That's my favorite thing. When you get a day like this, everybody's out there. Bands all over the place. There's a lot of different folks that are going to enjoy this parade, and that route will be full with floats very, very soon. Of course, we do it right here on Hilton Head. We do it on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, it is St. Patrick's Day today.
Apparently they had some sort of thing in Savannah
little
yesterday.
Bitty thing,
I've heard they do a parade over there, but I'm not really sure about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's going to be a great time right here, and we've got lots coming up for you in just a few moments. But first, we're going to take a quick break as we wait for those floats to start rolling and get all the action in gear. We'll be right back right here at the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade. We are back right here. You can see Pope Avenue. Oz, the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade is just about to get underway. Andrew Davis, Andrea Gannon here for WHHI and WSAV-CW. Lots of folks on this parade route. It's going to be a great time. Some of those folks right here, and they want to talk about what they're looking forward to. Let's send it over to Robyn.
And we're here with Rich Leak. He's from Iowa, a snowbird, enjoying the parade today, right, Rich?
Absolutely. Couldn't ask for better weather than this. We've been waiting for this all winter.
I know. So you come down every year?
Every year since 2011 for snowbirding purposes, but we've been coming to the island since, well, the first time was 1973.
And you're a tennis player and a golfer.
Yeah, I play a lot of tennis pretty much every day, and then a little bit of golf, a lot of bike riding, a lot of walking the beach.
And why are you here at the parade? Why did that interest you to take a Sunday afternoon and come and enjoy?
Because I got my tennis in already today. and my wife said, let's go to the parade. And we always enjoyed doing it. We've been coming to the parade each year.
So you were a retired college professor. What did you teach?
Taught economics and some management courses, and ultimately entrepreneurship.
Very good. And so what do you love about Hilton Head? Of course, the weather, the parade.
Actually, I love a lot of things about Hilton Head. Being a planned community the way it was and designed and so on like that also kind of fits my entrepreneurial spirits in a lot of ways. So there's a lot of things to love about Hilton Head Island.
Thank you so much, Rich Leak.
You're welcome.
Well, it should be a great time out there. Thanks so much, Robyn. You know, you're going to be talking to all those folks. Don't get in too much trouble, though. As long as they're wearing the green and having a good time and maybe not imbibing quite as much. We got to be careful of those things because it's important.
It is.
Because everybody likes to have a good time. Look at the crowds. That's why most important about it. And the kids are some of my favorites because they have the best time while they're out here.
They really do. The families come out for this. The kids are having fun. It is just such an awesome community event.
Yeah, remember, if you happen to be listening to us or watching on your phone or something too, they will hand you things from the parade route. They are not necessarily going to throw things, and we want to be careful out here.
True.
So it's important. So many things coming up. We've got the Clydesdales in this parade.
So excited to have them back.
The world's largest boiled peanut.
Boiled peanut. We just found out. It is not your average. It is not salted and roasted. It's boiled.
Boiled.
Yeah.
Or boiled, as some people will say. It all comes up in one word, I think, there. So you can see that crowd just anxiously waiting. The parade has left from the starting point, so we'll get to see some of those bands and all the dignitaries from various places as well. We've got several state senators. We've got the local governments in here, a little bit of everything. What are you most looking forward to seeing?
Andrew, you know you get me in trouble when you ask me that question. I want to throw it back to you and ask you.
Well, it's got to be the Clydesdales. They are the best
I agree. I'm gonna go with
best.
that with you this time. Yeah.
You know, they're really just legendary. They're so much fun to see and amazing. The size of them.
Huge.
They are.
How much do they weigh? He already knows this. So
wow. Not because I did anything. I actually did research for once. It's somewhere in my brain. So 1,800 to 2,300 pounds. That's what's crazy about this.
It is.
The size of them. I mean, you think of regular horses, and we think of marsh tackies that we have here too. But instead, you know, these are enormous, and they travel around the whole world, really, the nation, 10 months out of the year. Incredible things about how much they eat and how much things. We'll get into that when we see them, but they're the best. Of course, you know, we love to see the local folks, the bands too, don't you?
The bands are amazing. We have some great bands this year, and I don't think, back to the Clydesdales, I don't think we've had them for about 4 or 5 years,
about 4 years
so
now.
This is very special today.
Pipe and drums, which are good too to go with them.
Amazing. We have bands out of New York and Charleston, and it's just, it's
become a nationwide event. So many people want to come here. Luckily, with Savannah's parade being so close, they're able to tag in and sort of do Savannah's, do our parade as well. So it's a perfect timing this year, especially for that. And the best part is that we get to be on St. Patrick's Day, the actual day itself. Which is amazing, which I just love to see. You see that parade coming down, so we're getting everybody the green and orange and
love
white.
it.
So
I love it.
It's about the same color as my hair last night for the 80s event, I believe. So
I think it was.
we had a great time at the 80s party for the Arts Center, and I know the Chamber Ball was going on at the same time. You want to talk about a packed full weekend?
Wow.
Irish Fest
too
was
many,
yesterday,
too many things almost.
A lot of stuff at one weekend. We got to spread it out a little bit.
That's
sometimes.
right. That is exactly right.
Irish Fest was a great time. So many good bands that came here also who may not have been in Savannah, and said, we just want to do the Hilton Head Parade because this has become bigger and bigger. We're talking about 30,000 people who will be on this parade route today.
That's incredible, actually. Wow.
And shout out to the committee also. They do a great job. There are 10 members on that committee. I asked, how many hours do you work? They said millions. I'm like, I'm not sure it's millions, but it's pretty close.
It's pretty close. I'm gonna let them have that hyperbolic statement because I bet it's close.
Hyperbolic?
You like that word?
Wow, big words.
Yeah, thanks.
You're dropping some more, you know.
I'm just getting going, Andrew.
Word of the day toilet paper worked out for you, didn't it? So.
Is that a thing?
It probably is.
Well,
so.
if not,
Tell you what, we're
be.
very close to this parade starting, but we want to just build up that excitement briefly. Let's go to a quick break. We'll be right back with the beginning of the parade and all the action. Welcome back to the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade. Andrew Davis here with Andrea Gannon with the WSAV-CW and WHHI. And yes, the parade is here. Those familiar bagpipe sounds filling the air. Now it's officially started.
Official. It's real. It's happening, and it is St. Patrick's Day.
As we see those folks coming on, I know Jessa, I'm going to do this, Jessa. I promise I'll get it right every time. But Jessa's got a quick guest over here as we're watching everybody walk down the road. Jessa, who you got?
Thanks, Andrew. Yes, one of my favorite parts of the parade, although there's many of my favorites, are the people who come to watch and dress up and look so festive. And I've got one right here, an island native. This is Vicky Shoemake, who's joining us. Thanks for just being out here today. Nice to see you.
Thank you. My pleasure. It's so great. The excitement is so fun, and it's my birthday weekend, so awesome.
I heard you've been celebrating all weekend. Happy birthday. What have you and your friends been up to this weekend?
Well, we've went around watching bands and cooking food and just celebrating life.
I love it. So you actually live close enough to walk, and you have had quite the day. Tell us what you've been up to today, because there's been things happening all morning long.
So I live at Shipyard, that's right across the road, and I walked over with a neighbor because the alligators really scare me to death. And I went down to Caligny, heard a band there, stopped at the bank, enchiladas, great music everywhere. It's just such a fun time.
It really is. And again, I love how festive you are. I've seen some really festive folks out here, but what really brings you out? This is not your first parade, right?
It is not. I think I've lived here 8 years, so it's probably my 5th actually.
Oh, so exciting. We were talking a little bit about the Clydesdales. I already mentioned that, but I know there's a lot of hype around that, so you're excited for that.
I'm excited for the Clydesdales. It's going to be fun.
Well, Vicki, happy birthday. I hope you have fun out there. Thanks for joining us.
And
cheers.
My
your green
pleasure.
beer.
Cheers. Thank you.
All right, thanks so much. And you're seeing the parade rolling down the green, hitting the streets out here, wheels of Hilton Head. We heard some of the sounds of the ROTC as well from Hilton Head Island High School, the Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps on that one. So that's going to be a good time. A lot of people involved. The Kiwanis, they do all kinds of things.
They do. They do. A lot of worthy events like the Kiwanis Chili Cook-Off, the Concours, so many more.
They're coming down the street here, and then you can see that military uniform walking down from there. Some of our friends from WSAV will be in tow as well, which is going to be the best part. The parade moves at its own pace.
It does.
It always
as
does.
It should, right?
Yes. It
That's
is not
okay.
a hurry. It's an event.
That's
and
right.
It takes time to enjoy these
That's
things.
right.
So
It's just
remember
to
that.
languish
We
in the
see
sun.
these things. You see there's Ben Singer from WSAV right up front and center walking the parade route. Scott Roberts right behind him. Always appreciate them making the trip over. We always tell them Hilton Head is a wonderful place. You need to come more often.
It is, they do, and it's not that far, people.
I told them the bridge is not 700 miles long.
It's not.
Because that's the belief in some people's thoughts sometimes, that the bridge is very, very long. But it's not.
Really not.
I love to see Tina right up front there. Newly Hall of Fame minted Tina
Right.
Tyus-Shaw last year as well. So Kim Gusby from WSAV getting in this year in just
That's
a couple
fabulous.
weeks. So thrilled to see some of my old colleagues over there doing very well for themselves. Of course, WSAV proud to be part of this parade and delivering it to you here on the CW, and you'll see lots of highlights tonight on News 3 as well. Tina looking great as always. Good to have them here. All the stations we do love to see that they want to be here.
Absolutely, yeah.
They know that how important this is. Waving strong, there are people. There's Scott, Ben, and Tina.
And
Tina's
I
going
give
to
them
touch the people.
kudos because they had to be, got to be in the Savannah parade yesterday.
You know,
And yet they're here having a good old time.
not everybody from Savannah has made it back to this parade yet.
Sure.
They may still be in different shapes. I won't say what shape they're in, but some wouldn't. But these are hardy folk over here. They know what's going on. They got it down, which is great to me. So
I agree.
here is some of those ROTC. I believe this would be actually the 3rd Infantry Division band on this one. The 3rd ID right out of Fort Stewart. Amazing. These folks can fight for our country and yet put on an incredible show. I've seen enough times of them putting on these. They're fantastic.
It really is truly amazing that they can do all of that.
Why don't we take a little bit of listen to what they're playing out here?
Sounds good.
It's a live broadcast, so it happens
the
there.
drums.
You hear the drums
Yeah,
still. They're
it's
still
good.
playing, which is wonderful. But you see the brass. But 3rd ID is an incredible fighting force for everyone. Love to see what they can do here, though, at the same time, which is fantastic.
Absolutely.
So got a bunch of different things, including our Grand Marshal here in just 1 second. So we'll go to a quick break. We'll be right back and see the Grand Marshal himself in 2 minutes. Welcome back to the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade, and that guy had a little bit too much fun last night. He can't see, he can't stand
He's
quite
limber,
straight.
though.
Here on WSAV CW and WHHI, that's the WTOC Storm Alert Tracker right there. We appreciate them being in the parade. We passed by, and Monty Jet was there with his horse and buggy, taking people around. We'll talk to Monty a little bit later.
Yes.
I have a feeling Monty's willing to talk, and we get to hear those dulcet tones.
Beautiful voice.
Later on here, so we're going to show what they're doing.
He's our
But
Grand
first-
Marshal.
He is our Grand Marshal.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. But first, we got to talk to some of the folks that are out here enjoying themselves. Jessa and Robyn, what you got?
native Hilton Head Islanders in the crowd. We have Dawn and we have Angela, the mother, and then the sons. We have 3 generations, Logan. So you were born here, raised here. You came in 76. Why have you stayed all these years?
I got a job here and fell in love with the place. What can I say?
And Logan, what do you think of Hilton Head and, of course, this beautiful parade?
Well, I really like both. Honestly, I've been visiting here since I was like really young, and it's just like come to the parade every year, so I like it. I love the parade.
And you're Hudson, right?
Yes,
Your
actually,
father?
like Hudson's restaurant. Well, my dad, my grandmother's a Hudson. Great grandparents came here in the 1880s. So Hudson's restaurant was my great Uncle Benny's.
And so you've heard stories through the years, many stories. Anything you want to share, Angela?
No, I just continue to love it every day, and right now I'm looking forward to the Clydesdales.
And we don't want to miss those.
No.
So again, thank you, Dawn, Logan, Angela.
Hey, happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Time out there, everybody. No doubt, folks have a blast at this parade, no matter where they are, before, after, everywhere in between.
Exactly.
I believe this is Moon King Entertainment coming down the street.
What a fun float. I love it.
Always wanted that mustache.
That's awesome.
Always wanted
you
that
need the hat and the sunglasses,
I think
too.
I need all of those things.
Yeah.
Really, that would be my goal, to have all of
And
them
eat a little
together.
salt, and your face will be that round. You'll be fine.
It's always about that with you, isn't
It is kind of
So,
sometimes.
You know, but we love to see them. New people in the parade this year, which is good times.
Yeah,
They're a
that's fun.
diverse collection of thoughtfully curated experiences and live entertainment with a sense of place. The Bank, Hilton Head's Beer Garden, and beverages not to be missed. So we love the Bank, brand new over there. Beautiful
Oh,
spot.
so fun. The Bank is amazing. I bet there are a lot of people sitting outside over there today and enjoying this gorgeous weather and all the fun things the Bank offers.
Now we've got some of the past Grand Marshals out there. This is David Lauderdale from the Island Packet. He was past Grand Marshal in 2019. Feels like it was just yesterday that David was here.
Exactly.
One of the great writers in this area.
For
journalist
over
for more
40
than
years,
40
right?
years,
Yeah.
absolutely. Just a storyteller. Tells the stories of the people on the island. There's so many incredible people on this
Exactly.
island. That's what you love to see, and he's done a fantastic
He really
job
is.
over the years. We saw the Lacos a little bit earlier too. They were actually Grand Marshals for 3 years. They're the only people to have it more than once. COVID changed a few things in there.
True.
So that,
and
that
Stan
could
Smith,
be why.
he
Stan
went by.
Smith.
He was last year's Grand Marshal.
Steve Riley, too, the former town manager for Hilton Head Island. So a lot of different Grand Marshals. To see them come back, such an honor to be part of this. When you think about it, it's only one person a year, or two in
Right.
the Lacos factor on this one. Coastal restaurants and bars, well, you know, a few people probably be imbibing and having a good time tonight.
Oh, have you tried the new Benny's? It's amazing.
See?
It's their newest restaurant in the collection that they already have. Amazing North End on the water rooftop bar. I will say firsthand, it's incredible.
They've been around since 1983 and still improving every time
Yes.
with Benny's.
Yes, growing.
Which is great news. Haven't been there yet, but they said they're heading up 41 stairs from the restaurant itself, or one elevator to the roof, and that roof is spectacular
Yes,
views for everybody.
amazing.
Here is our man from the RBC Heritage over here,
Yes,
Willie.
Willie.
Sir Willie. He has
Sir.
a title.
Sir
He has a title.
Willie.
Along with Lisa Solka there, the former mayor of Bluffton,
Yes.
charging right forward.
In plaid, of course.
It is. We are not that far away from the Heritage.
It is
we
right
are
around the
less
corner.
than 1 month, 28 days.
Yeah, they already have some days sold out. I think Saturday sold out. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you may want to see what's left and do it today.
Joe Cape in the past Grand Marshal from 1992. You forget how long this has been around. No question. Then the city of Limerick here, our Irish contingent.
Irish, here we go.
Irish eyes are smiling, I've heard today. So I came up with that myself. so.
They're smiling.
Oh, look
down
at
on
you.
down on you,
Wow,
Andrew.
the actress is just all over
Well,
the place.
That's about where it goes. That's it.
So we got the pipes and drums from the city of Limerick, Ireland. The people from Ireland love to come over here because we have more fun than they do. Because
I don't
St. Patrick-
know, really?
St. Patrick's Day
Wow.
is not a huge holiday for celebration in
Gotcha.
Ireland, so they can come here and enjoy themselves as well. It's about church, it's about respect and some
True.
along with some fun too. But the city of Limerick, let's take a listen to them as they walk by here. quick break. We'll be right back with Hilton Head Island's St. Patrick's Day Parade 2024. Welcome back to the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade. I see floating pizza balls in there.
Oh, I see floating pizza balls as well. Giuseppe's, yum.
Pizza and Pasta House, proud to be a Lowcountry family tradition for 40 years. Thanks to our staff, and most importantly, the patrons for continued patronage. Look forward to 40 more or even more than that.
That's right. We love that place.
Then some of our folks here from Hilton Head Island Fire Rescue. We'd love to see the firefighters.
Love it. They are great. They protect us, conserve the environment, and strive for excellence in all they do.
You forget about it. I got a chance to host their awards ceremony the other day, a couple weeks ago. And really, they do so many different things, and there's so many people involved with it, and the amount of time and effort and training they have to go through just to get to this job. It's not, oh, by the way, they wake up and they go out to a fire, but they have to do so much. You can learn CPR through them. You can do so many different things. There's Chief Blankenship right front and center for everybody, along with the rest of his department. WHHI-TV, Captain WHHI-TV right there driving everything. They trust her. That's why she's there. So
I like it.
Chief's not really trusted behind the wheel probably, so that
the
that will work
Dalmatian
out.
was in the passenger seat.
Got lots of different fire members and their families, and the fire dogs too. You have to have the fire dogs. I appreciate everything they do. Really tough couple weeks. They're doing a lot of medical calls for everyone and a couple fires, unfortunately, too. We hope they have the most boring year humanly possible. That's our goal.
We like uneventful for them, for sure.
But they had the Seagrave fire engine, which is an ancient fire engine there. You see the urban search and rescue. Multiple different levels that they can do something to protect you. So remember that when you're talking to those firefighters, thank them for everything that they do.
Absolutely. That antique fire truck is from 1929. Amazing.
A long, long time ago. So there is the town of Hilton Head Island. I'm going to say lots of nice things, Andrea, because they pay my salary right now.
That's right. They sign your check.
Very important. So
exactly.
We appreciate town staff front and center. There's everybody. Catherine Thorne from my department of communications waving the proud balloon you just passed by. So I got to give Catherine a shout out. She works too hard, so I have to make sure she gets some love on that.
You all work so hard.
There is that fire engine you were talking about, 1929, isn't it?
Yes. Amazing.
They were somewhere else from 2023. Where does a 1929 fire engine go exactly that they didn't make the parade?
I don't know.
They had places to be.
They did. They were busy.
There's an electric accordion player also on top of that. So you love to see how much fire equipment has changed too.
Gosh,
you think this is what they had to do to protect in a fire.
That's right. How fast can that thing even go to get to the fire?
Well, it's got a good horn, that's for sure. So a siren there instead. It is a pump. That was a pumper truck. Look at the difference between what you just saw with that search and rescue truck versus this truck.
Exactly.
And how much things have changed. Admittedly, in 90 years.
I think I recognize that driver as Mark Pierkowski, easy for me to say, that comes to the Art Center for our and your combined event, the town and the Art Center's holiday kickoff.
Mark drives Santa. It's a pretty special time for him, so I'm glad to see he can make all the holidays.
He should.
He gets the Irish ones, he gets the Christmas,
That's
he's
right.
a little bit everything here. Lowcountry limo bus right now, front and center. And you got to stay tuned. We're a couple away from those Clydesdales we were talking about too. So they are on their way. And right before them, Lawton Stables, who's also a legendary part of Sea Pines area
we love
too.
Lawton Stables. That limo bus carries 28. 27 of your best friends, Andrew, can get on that and go do God knows what.
I don't know if I have 27 best friends. Is really my problem there?
I think you might.
I can try. I'm sure we can fit them in. If you get a limo bus, you can make friends.
You can make friends.
Very, very quickly. Speaking of friends, here's our friend Alan Perry, the mayor of Hilton Head Island, with his wife Kathy right on board, trying to rev up the crowd, getting them excited. Nice car too, Alan.
Oh, nice.
That's not his, but that's okay. So he'd like it to be his, though.
He would.
Good to see Alan, who's done a great job as the mayor, really out in the community as much as possible, making sure your voices are heard, and that's what's appreciated more and more from our mayor to make sure Hilton Head Island is covered. Steve Alford, who looked a little different at the party last night.
Oh my gosh, Steve really went all out for the 80s last night. We didn't even recognize him when he arrived, and he was fabulous.
And thank you to David Ames right there, too, who will not be with us next time around. He is leaving City Council, Town Council.
Very
He's
sorry
done a
about that.
fantastic
He really
job, though, and
has.
David, we appreciate every bit of it.
Sure do.
Maybe Steve can loan you his wig afterwards, David. You can wear that. But Steve dressed up for the party and looked great. My favorite is that he had his name tag, though, just in case people didn't recognize him.
That's right.
In case that came up, he was at the ready for it.
Yes.
So, Patsy Bryson, the councilwoman as well. She's next on the list here in that car, waving her giant hat in the air, I believe.
I just realized we need those hats.
She's driving. So Patsy took it to the next level, I believe.
Good for her.
So she's going to drive it. And she's got water in there, everyone, and her giant hat and driving the car. Multitasking is what we call this.
Don't
Multitasking
try that down
for Patsy.
278 at 45 miles an hour, though. The waving and the holding things.
No.
No.
At 3 miles an hour, it's acceptable. Anything beyond that, I would not go with.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm going to say this. Don't make fun.
Uh-oh.
That's a Woody.
Oh, you did not.
That's what it's called.
Just said
That's what it's called.
Ladies
so
and
it says it right there on the top.
I know, but you enjoyed saying it.
I'm just
way
making
too
sure
much.
because it says it there, so I'm allowed to say it.
All
That's
right.
the only thing that's allowed on that one.
It is
So
a sunglass shop, to be clear, right?
that's good, important. So
important to note.
here's Lawton Stables, beautiful horse right there.
Oh, so pretty.
And I love the green skirts by everybody up
Ooh,
front
look
too.
at the Cinderella carriage.
See, you wanted to be in princess outfit today, and I know you couldn't
Her
make
outfit.
it. So
that's gorgeous.
next year you can wear that next
thank
year.
you.
So
Good.
Andrea will be in her gown
I love
next
it.
year when we do the parade.
That's a
So
plan.
we got more bands coming up here too. The Black and Gold Brigade on this one. They are from Bishop Moore Catholic High School from Orlando, Florida. Putting on a show for the folks out there.
Wow, they sound great.
Revving up the crowd one more time. Got to get them applauding for everybody. This is always, too, you think of those bands, they do miles and miles and miles
Oh my gosh.
out here.
In that hat outfit and that hot hat.
It is not the easiest thing
No,
to do.
that's not easy.
And then you have the twirlers, the flag girls and
Yes,
boys and
yes.
anyone, too. They, that's a challenge, too. That'll
It
give you a
is.
workout. Maybe that's your new workout, Andrew. You
I don't
just
know
walk
about
the
that.
streets with a
I
giant
like just
flag.
sitting here quietly in the shade with you.
But we appreciate Bishop Moore being here. The Black and Gold Brigade. The drummer's still working. You know, it's fun for them too to get out to see a beautiful place like Hilton Head Island, but also just to enjoy the lauds, all the applause they get from the fans for doing a fantastic
It's a
job.
large group right there.
It's a big band.
A ton of people.
It's the definition of a big band right there.
Exactly.
There's Councilwoman Tamara Becker right
Oh,
there
look
with
at
her
the cute
puppy in tow.
doggy. So
Always
cute.
good to see them together. The puppy is an important part of the town too, so don't
And
forget.
she has been on the town council since 2018.
Right here, more folks. There's Alex Brown, councilman too, sitting down. He's not up high. He's man of low carriage on that one. So good to see Alex though.
Oh, look what's coming up, Andrew.
One of your favorites.
I love this one. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Woohoo!
Dancing up at the top of the Wienermobile in the Wiener costume too, which is important to have.
You've got to have
So
that, right?
They travel all around the country the entire year, hitting as many different festivals and parades just like this one, and they're honored to be part of Hilton Head's again this year. This has become a tradition for them to come on Hilton Head Island, spend a couple days, and really show off for everybody.
Exactly. And if you are from when Andrew and I were alive earlier, you know the song. Oh, I wish I were. I won't do it, but
Why not?
you know
Come
the
on.
song, and it will get in your
We've
head.
got a second. We
and
have time
stay
for the
in it
singing.
all day
so
long.
you
will never-
are in the arts, so it's
I know.
important.
So performance is good.
Providence Church following right behind here.
The kids are loving the bubbles coming
As
out
a
of that
little,
truck.
a little bit of the bubbles, a little bit of the bagpipes, and a little bit of a break. How about we take a quick stop right here? We'll be right back with more of the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade 2024. Welcome back to the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade 2024. Big trucks rolling down the street. The fans getting more and more excited. We're not even halfway through. You got to stick with us here on WSCCW, or if you're watching on WHHI, we're thrilled to have you there because you probably had a great time in the parade and are now enjoying it at home to see what you may have missed out there. Jarvis Creek General Store. That's a beautiful little property they created over on the side of Highway
Yes, and
278.
that's a food truck that is just amazing. They have local mercantile, live music, and special events.
Lunch and dinner options for everybody. Here's more of our Jarvis Creek's folks. The kids who are handing out lots of candy for everyone. If they're not getting candy, they're handing out candy, which is good. A little bit of both. Hilton Head Humane, some of my favorite people in the whole world.
Absolutely.
Franny, I love you, darling, and I love what you're doing every day. All of these folks over here with the puppies and the kittens. I'm not allowed to go in there by myself.
No, you'll come home with an animal for sure.
At least one.
Yes.
It's been about 3 or 4 times, and I've been pulled out by my hair, told you cannot do this anymore.
The last time I was there was with my friend Julie. She might be watching, and we got her a sweet little kitty cat, Phoebe.
See, I know, I can't go in.
You can't.
I will end up with 3 more cats, and Barley, my dog, will be very happy. Lisa will not be, and I may be sleeping outside if that happens. So,
There's some cute ones going by, though.
Absolutely. Remember, go to Hilton Head Humane. These dogs are wonderful, and they need a home. You will not regret it. We both have dogs, and absolutely love having them as part of our families now. So they are fan-frigging-tastic.
Yes.
So we're doing great. We're going to send it over. Speaking of fantastic, how about another fantastic interview from Robyn? Who you got, Robyn?
With me now are 2 volunteers for the parade today. They are the stewards. We have Andy and we have Dean. So nice to meet you. You volunteer with the American Red Cross, and you were a referee in high school football for years, and they live in Bluffton. And why do you volunteer for the Hilton Head Parade?
Andy discovered it, I guess you.
Just
on
another
Facebook?
place, yeah, another place to volunteer, and it sounded like fun. We've been to the parade before, and so we both signed up.
So what do you do?
Well, we originally were both scheduled to do banners, and I got switched to lunch, and he was going to still do the banner, and then they just kind of put you where they need help. So that's what we did.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So is it fun to get to meet new people, make new friends?
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, I never had been behind the scenes of a parade before, and it's incredible back there.
Oh, yeah.
And the organization.
Well, give me some examples of how organized it is.
It's very organized. I was with, I guess, the second committee man, Dana Miller, and he had his crew there and everything, and they had all the trucks and the floats and everybody, and they set them up in the rows where they go.
Okay, well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Yep.
Volunteers, they do everything for this. Volunteers and the committee members, you could not have this without them.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Appreciate everything they're doing. Some of the mounted patrol here, horses, big horse parade this year. Lots of horses.
I like all the horses. That's amazing.
I'm a big fan, so appreciate that. The sheriff's office coming up here, PJ Tanner and Company, among others. This is the show equestra here, the El Encanto.
Wow, look at you. That was good, Andrew.
I do what I
Good
can.
job.
I'm multilingual sometimes when it comes to 1 word or 2 words. Gustavo will yell at me later and tell me I
Yes,
probably said it
Gustavo will
incorrect.
correct
So
us.
if we do something incorrect, and I wouldn't blame him for it either. So, but El Encanto, we appreciate Gustavo, Maria, and everyone else working behind the scenes, by the way. So
Also, let me say one more thing about Gustavo. He has his own TV show, WHHI-TV, and they are here today. His lovely wife, Rosani, is on the street and capturing the parade as well. So for our Latin friends and residents, tune into Oceano when you can. They do some super cool interviews, and we love them so much.
absolutely. See, we even got a plug for Gustavo in Molly's
Always.
here, so.
Gustavo's the bomb.
He's working so hard, so that's why. Here we are here. Happy St. Patrick's Day on this one. This would be the Star Makers Dance Company. Sorry, Cub Scout plaque. This is the Cub
You were
Scouts.
close.
Well, they're not. They could be dancing in the tent.
Maybe
you don't
they
know
are.
that, Andrea.
Maybe
so
they are.
don't
I don't
assume
know.
that. So
Yeah.
the Cub Scouts right here. The number said 48. The Cub Scouts say 47. Numbers are not my forte. That's why I've always talked for a living. So the Cub Scouts right there. They are the Cub Scouts. Now I know.
they're
Once
so
I
cute.
see them, they're not going to dance because they do so many other things. It's Cub Scouts Pack 222, led by Scoutmaster Robert Cecil.
They get instilled so many wonderful values when they join this organization.
The Scouts Oath and Law on this one. We appreciate that and always welcome new Scouts. You can just go to their website, beascout.org.
Were you a Boy Scout?
I
or
was
Cub Scout?
not a Boy Scout or a Cub
wow.
Scout. I should have been, I
Dropped
believe.
that
but
ball.
I know. I really did. I could have been a much better person than I am right now if I had been a Cub Scout or a
I
Boy
don't
Scout.
know how that's possible.
Well, that's very nice of you to say. I'll pay you later.
But
so
you
it'll be
probably
good.
don't know how to tie a knot, though.
No, I definitively don't know how to do that. So.
Well, you probably have a wife who
Didn't.
does.
Well, I hope so.
She
As long
knows
as
pretty
one
much
of them. I can tie
everything.
my shoes. Does that count?
That does not.
That's got to count for something.
No.
You know,
It's not
the
specialty.
I Love Dogs T-shirt is everybody coming up with the Cub Scout and their families. Remember, the families are so important to this
True.
all too, because you couldn't get this done without them too, because of moms and dads really give of themselves to make sure that these kids can go out and have the Cub Scout experiences
right.
and the Boy Scout experiences, everything you need.
And they volunteer a lot for those.
So we got a little bit of a lull in the parade here. So while we have that lull, let's go ahead and take a quick TV timeout. You're watching the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade 2024. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the dulcet sounds of the Charleston Pipe Band right here on the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade 2024. Love to see them and hear them as they walk down the road. One of the 4 or 5 pipe bands we have in this parade.
Right.
this year.
They're amazing, too, these guys. Incredible.
Play so well. Look at that car. That's not a bad ride there.
Ooh.
Jerry Rosenow from the Beaufort County Clerk of Court there. I need to know her, apparently, if she gets to ride around in that.
Obviously do.
Jerry's got the ride of the day so
She
far.
does. She handles things like scheduling court procedures, deadlines, keeping up with the rules, sort of like us. That sounds like our personality.
You're a rule breaker.
So
You're such a
much.
rule breaker,
I
though.
don't know about. Yeah, it's probably true.
The Irish Heritage Award right here. We always like to see the award-winning floats. This one from the Shipyard Men's Club, I believe.
Oh, they did a lot on that. That looks great.
Big award winners. Congratulations to them. The Happy St. Patrick's Day on the side.
It's a 14-foot float.
Social club open to all men that are owners in shipyards. So the boys of summer, they like to call themselves.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sure
cute.
they're gonna have a little fun this summer too. Some golf and some good times.
Yes.
They're playing kazoos as they walk down the road too. I know you're an excellent kazoo
Oh,
player.
I just go way back with the kazoo. Yep.
Well, you know who else is really good with a kazoo? I can't even transfer that way. How about Jessa, who you got as your interview over there?
Wow, nice segue.
We've heard from a lot of great folks here at the parade today, and I love catching up with people who are working for fantastic organizations and local businesses. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, and of course, all things green. We've got Alexandria, Jacqueline, and we have Chase joining us. I think our first kid today. Tell us a little bit about what you do here, Alexandria.
So I am the Chief Radiation Therapist with the Lewis Cancer Research Pavilion for St. Joseph's Candler, and I've been in the area for about 19 years, and we love the parade. It is so family friendly. The kids have a great time. Parents get to have a good time, so all around just a great day.
It's all good. I've seen lots of kids and parents alike enjoying themselves. And Jacqueline, we got an opportunity to catch up with you a little bit too. Earlier at WHHI, some big things going on for local business. Tell us about that.
Yes, we are a small local business. We just did our ribbon cutting for Hilton Head Medical Spa on the 29th. And I've been here actually since 2007. And one of the best things about the parade is just the local community coming together. My daughter and I, which she's over there, love to dress up for it. So it's just a great time.
It really is, and you've seen a lot of growth, as you know, so it's exciting to get to see local businesses popping up and doing things like you all are doing, so that's wonderful. Okay, Chase, you're up, my friend. Tell me a little bit about St. Patrick's Day and your favorite thing.
St. Patrick's Day is a birthday of St. Patrick.
What do you love the most about St. Patrick's Day?
When kids get to try to catch the leprechaun.
You know, my girls love that too. What a great answer. I love it. Well, you all enjoy. Thanks for taking a minute with me. I so appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
Shirt right up front is my favorite thing of the day.
I
He
know.
looks so good.
You look great.
You see another one of our dignitaries riding up tall in his car over there. Right behind them.
Is that Duffy Stone?
That is Duffy. Duffy in the all-terrain vehicle, and things go south. Duffy's always ready. So Duffy's ready.
That's
our
an appropriate ride for him,
14th
right?
Circuit solicitor. Always good to see Duffy right up front, taking some time off from protecting and serving us as the community. Bill Miles from the Chamber right behind him. Bill had his Chamber ball last night as well, so hope that went well for them. Get a look at everybody now. It's the Paris Island Marine Band, another band who we're proud to support.
Oh wow, don't they, they amaze me. That's just gorgeous.
They always look good and sound good for every different event they're out there. Play all kinds of different music too. They can play the pop music, they play a little something for everyone.
Fun. I almost want to admit to you that I didn't know that. But I almost don't want to admit it.
Almost want to admit. Not willing to go all the way with that one.
I
but
don't want to admit to that, but that's wild. That's cool.
You get the Living History Detachment as part of this all too, through the Paris Island Heritage Foundation. Always good to see our history so important, the education of Marine recruits and the general public on this one too. So that's always good to know that they are there teaching everyone, especially the younger generation, about all the incredible history we have, military and otherwise.
Absolutely.
The Lowcountry Fencers are next, the third appearance of the Hilton Head Island's premier community fencing club. Located at the Island Rec Center, Lowcountry Fencers invite young and old alike to come and learn how to fence. Have you ever fenced?
I feel like I'd be good at it though.
I think
I
you'd be
don't
an
know
excellent
why,
fencer.
but I do feel like that could be a thing.
You know, you could not wear heels while fencing though.
Oh shoot, I don't know.
Yeah,
That
that's
might
not
be a deal
really
breaker.
up to you. And I don't know if you'd like the hat.
I think I'd like the hat.
Would you?
Yeah,
like
that looks kind of,
no
you know,
makeup under the hat.
That's
There's
all
no
right.
need then.
No, I like that.
You'd like the socks.
I like the outfits. I like everything about it.
Well, really, that's the key for sporting for you, is really the outfits, isn't it?
That's why I like pickleball.
Because you can wear cute
You wear the
outfits
fun
and do
things,
it. So.
yeah.
Pickleball sweeping the nation. The island and the nation fencing. Also, remember, go over the Island Rec. They've been talking about it. There are more and more people getting involved in this fencing. Surprisingly, is a really good workout for you,
Looks
too.
like, look at what they're doing. It looks like a workout. My goodness.
So they're out there, the fencers working hard. This would be the Navy Band, Southeast Deck Plate Brass Band.
Oh, she's having fun. I like her. Jacksonville, Florida.
We got to talk to these bands to play more when they're in front of us.
Yes,
We're loving every minute of it, and then
exactly.
they
I know.
stop sort of when they see us.
Stop
I'm like,
and wave, yeah.
I'm starting to get a complex about it, I have to tell you. That
I like that this group, they're sort of cash. You know, they're just like walking, waving. You had the Marines that were like boom, boom, boom.
Well, the Marines are very
I mean,
specific with the way
yes,
they do
that's
things.
what
Not
I'm
that the
saying.
Navy's not. I don't want to upset any Navy people
No,
for
don't
anybody.
upset the Navy.
Here are Sea Turtle folks, Amber Amber Keen. I have to say it correctly. I love Amber. So, sea turtle season's almost here, folks. Remember to turn off your lights, and we're protecting our sea turtles. They are endangered, and Amber does a fantastic job in making sure that happens. We have more and more nests seemingly every year, thanks to all the work that they're doing and
Yes.
we're doing as a town and the entire coastline here.
They monitor all the sea turtle hatching and nesting activity on our beautiful 14 miles of beaches.
So a beautiful sea turtle right there, and Robyn's here with a man who's got a pretty good outfit as well. I don't know if I'd call him beautiful, but he looks good. Well, we'll see what she's coming second with that. Meanwhile, we can enjoy the sea turtles because they're wonderful. Now Robyn's ready. Robyn, I just was so excited to see his outfit that I had to toss it over to you. So tell me what you think.
Gary Lucas with me now. He's a DJ from Bluffton, and I picked him out of the crowd because he looks so great with a beard and everything.
Thank you, thank you.
So do you come to the parade often?
Yeah, we come every year usually. Bring the family and we have a good time.
Why do you like get the hat and the beard and the whole giddy up?
Got to look good for St. Patrick's Day.
What is your favorite part of the parade?
Listening to all the music.
And so what kind of a DJ are you? Are you a music DJ? Are you a talk show host?
I'm a music DJ, mostly weddings, and then I have a trivia and bingo business as well.
All right. But you are Italian. You're not, you're
I'm not
Luca.
Irish.
You're not Irish.
That's right, that's right. I'm Italian, but love to come to the St. Patrick's Day parade, and I get to work a little bit later and DJ for everyone on the island after the parade's over.
Okay, great. And you moved here in 03?
I moved here in 03 from Atlanta, Georgia, but I've been coming since I was a child on vacation.
Good. Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job.
Looking good. I love people who dress up for this. This Remax right there shooting some fire into the air. Be careful, we do have firefighters here, but they're on the parade route right now, so we'd like to make sure everybody's safe. That's the famous Remax balloon that they're talking about. Its burners are equal to a 400-house furnace.
This is the 45th anniversary of the REMAX balloon program with a current fleet of over 100 hot air balloons.
Always like that 45-foot trailer there, shooting that fire in the air. Be careful of our trees as well. I know they're always good on the
They're
route.
careful,
so
they know. Yeah.
They know what they're doing. You can see that REMAX balloon traveling back there. As we take a look at some of the folks, all the kids right along the side of the road. Always nice to see them. Well, we got a little break in the action, so why don't we take a quick break? You're watching the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade right here on WSAV CW and WHHI. Welcome back to the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade 2024 right here on beautiful Hilton Head Island.
Yes, gorgeous
Andrew Davis
day.
here with Andrea Gannon from the Arts Center.
Oh, they're having fun on the truck.
You know, it's not every day that you can have fun in a dumpster. So, you know, if that man can celebrate in a dumpster with his suspenders on, I am all for this.
I am too.
You know,
as you should.
It's not
Celebrate.
every day that you want to do this. And he's got a good outfit. There's a little bit of everything for everyone.
That's right.
He's trying to. They're trying to unison thing, but I believe the young man's got a different. He's got his own moves.
He's got his own
Dad,
choreography.
let him express himself.
Let him
differently.
be him.
So
Exactly.
you already put him in the outfit. The hat is something to behold.
The
so.
truck, though, is quintessential Irish.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
The best green of all, so
You know?
they are doing it.
Locally owned tropical trash right there, the waste removal service. Commercial front-load dumpsters to 40-yard dumpsters for construction sites and everything in between. I didn't know there was a difference between dumpsters, but apparently there is. So.
Obviously there is.
This
and
is why I do these.
more to learn.
I do these parades to learn something.
You're learning, Andrew.
I learned about horses. I learned about trash.
Peanuts,
you never know.
Wieners.
Well, all of the above. So
Yes.
I've learned all about these things. With some of them soon to come. We haven't gotten them yet.
I
But
know, so everybody better stay tuned because we have so much more to cover.
absolutely. You see the crowds still enjoying themselves, having a good time. Hear some of the bands in the background. I think the bands are why people come, but they also just want the experience of being around each other,
Yep.
of getting a chance to celebrate. And there are usually some fantastic concerts at the local restaurants and things around too.
Absolutely.
And don't forget to support the local restaurants who are open today
Yes.
too. A lot of them open just for this special. I know Mikey over at Philly's Deli, which is right around the
Yeah.
corner. I got to give Mikey a shout out too. He opened just for this event, so hopefully you're supporting him as well as everybody down the street. While you know, the Wildwing
Caligny,
that
there's
used
a
to be
ton
there.
going on at Caligny today. And I know a lot of people made that their home base for the parade, as they should. And there's parties after the parade too.
I know John Cranford's there playing music.
Yes.
John does so much for us and for the Arts Center and for
He
the
sure
entire
does.
island. So we love to see John.
As do the Richardsons. They are the owners of Caligny.
Leslie is actually watching, or she's
Hi,
been.
Leslie.
So Leslie said she would
Shout
watch.
out,
so
honey.
we like to shout out. Leslie had a good time. Leslie was dancing up a storm last night.
Leslie
so.
and JR wore Elton John costumes last night and they looked incredible. Look what's coming, Andrew!
There you go. We were talking about them earlier. The Clydesdales are right behind this truck
So
here.
excited.
You can tell. That's why everybody's out with their phones. Look at the
Yes,
amount of people in the middle of the road
everyone.
with their phones to see the Budweiser Clydesdales coming down the road.
Blame them.
1923, that's when they started. They started touring in 1933. They delivered cases of beer to President Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I just knew that off the top of my head.
You just pulled that
Just
out.
had that really right
I like
there.
that. It had nothing to do with Google.
They added Dalmatian in 1950. If you're wondering, we got lots of stats here. The groomers traveled with the horses 10 months out of the year. I know you want to know. How much do they eat,
How much
Andrea?
do they eat, Andrew?
20 to 25 quarts of whole grains, 50 to 60 pounds of hay, and 30 gallons of water a day.
Ooh, that's a hefty bill from Whole Foods.
The harnesses alone weigh 130 pounds. Their horseshoes are 20 inches end to end and weigh 5 pounds just for the horseshoes themselves.
Their hooves are just so incredible. I love their furry, beautiful
They're
hooves.
just
They're so cute.
beautiful.
You know I want to talk baby talk right now.
I know, you can,
I'm
it's
trying
okay.
so hard not to.
We'll let you. We got
No,
some
I
time.
can't.
They're
No,
moving slowly.
no,
so
I'm on TV. I'm
and
not going to do
the
it.
The Dalmatian is beautiful out there too.
Yes.
You know, it's really a highlight to have them here. They do travel around, but they don't go everywhere. And we've been lucky enough to have them here on Hilton Head a couple times.
But it's been
and they're
some years.
They absolutely are the highlight. You said probably 4 years
I
since
think it's
they've
been
here.
about 4.
You know, and if you're worried about your weight, they weigh somewhere between 1,800 and 2,300 pounds. So I'm not really worried about my weight today compared to them.
It's all about body positivity. So they're fine and we're fine.
Yes.
Everybody's fine.
The harnesses, I said, incredible thing. They weigh 130 pounds. That's how strong those horses are.
Wow, those
and what they're
harnesses
able
are
to do.
gorgeous. I believe it now that I see that they weigh 130 pounds.
And I believe they're treated better than you and I combined.
I feel sure.
Because these folks take incredible care of them because they are so important to the brand itself, but also really the nation. I mean, with all the commercials they've done, with everything they're now a part of, such a key. Love to see the Dalmatian right up front, too.
They're icons for sure.
So great to have the horse and buggy back out here for everyone. And you protect them for everything, and all the people, they stayed for that one too. But don't forget, there's some important people left. I'm still waiting for the world's largest peanut.
Yes, we haven't seen that yet, so everybody needs to stay tuned. You need to be glued to your TV right now because this is about to happen, and you're not going to want to miss it.
It's a local peanut, too, just so we understand. I mean, Budweiser is a national brand. It's a local peanut that has become nationwide known, too.
Hardyville, Lowcountry peanut, right?
Oh, it's a Lowcountry, Hardyville peanut for everybody.
Yes.
You know,
boiled peanut.
Boiled. How do you say it?
I don't know.
Do you eat boiled peanuts?
Sometimes, yeah. Sure.
I love a good Cajun boiled peanut.
Oh, Cajun.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to get a little spice in there for the boiled peanut.
I like a little spice, like a little heat.
We see all the folks watching our parade, looking for that next float anxiously coming down the road.
They wanted to give the Clydesdales a lot of space and a lot of airtime, and as they should, the stars that they are.
We've been able to give you some of the folks watching along the parade route as well. Jessa and Robyn doing a great job with that. Float coming down. We've seen Arbor Nature earlier. We saw Tropical Trash. We've got the Disney's Hilton Head coming up too. The Atlanta Pipe Band is on the way as well, so you get some more music that everybody looks forward to. Really, it's the only time of the year anybody goes, hey, would you please play the bagpipe for me?
You're dissing the bagpipe. I love the bagpipe.
I'm not dissing the bagpipe. I'm just saying no one goes, hey, I can't wait for that bagpipe concert. You
Concert. Okay, all right, maybe not.
I have not seen the Art Center jump up with a bagpipe concerto. It's coming. You never know.
We do the Irish thing a lot. We have our darling Emmett Cahill, and we are already figuring out when to bring him back. He is our lovely Irish tenor.
When that comes up to, when the surveys come out, I expect everybody to ask for the bagpipe concert now, since you've been asking for that. So,
you got it.
Emmett's wonderful. He donated a wonderful item for our auction last night too. A trip around Ireland for 16 people, 16 different stops, of some of his favorite places.
Yes.
I mean, and his voice is amazing, but he's such a nice guy. You said you got a chance to really talk to him.
Such a nice guy. Yes, Jeffrey and I have gotten to know him over the years because we brought him back so many times. And he is just the sweetest guy. He is the face of Ireland in my mind.
That's some of my favorite things, when you get the people who are so popular and who so important to whatever they're doing, the singing or the dancing or the acting, that they're actually out there going, oh no, we're really nice and we still love them.
Exactly, yes.
Because you get to hobnob with a lot of the stars that come in and do that too.
That's a perk. That's a perk to the gig for sure.
Because you said the gentleman who came in a couple years ago from Hamilton was very, very nice too.
Leslie Odom, yes, he's become a good friend and love him. We've had awesome people. Laura Osnes, Bernadette Peters was our first gala, by the way. Isn't that amazing?
How long ago was that?
150 years. No, I don't know. 28 years ago.
Well, you've had Laura Bell Bundy over there too.
Oh, Laura Bell Bundy.
She's amazing.
She was amazing. That was just a few
Candace
years
Glover,
ago.
local girl.
Yes, we
she
love
sang
Candace.
too. Candace is out there doing her best too.
She sure is.
You know, Steve was over at the Gullah Museum Festival, or Gullah Festival, a couple weeks ago too.
Talented too.
Incredibly talented. Also incredibly talented, the Atlanta Pipe Band, who's coming down the road right now, coming to us directly from the state of Georgia.
That's my home state.
It is a state of mind. From Milledgeville. Milledgeville over there. Shout out to Milledgeville for you.
Shout out to Milledgeville and all my peeps.
So when do you get a chance to wear that hat otherwise, too?
You know, I was just considering the hat as you brought that up. Yeah. I'm still considering it, apparently, because I don't know what to say, except that it looks hot, yet regal.
Hot like, wow, that guy's hot because he's wearing the hat, or just warm?
Temperature
or
hot.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I didn't know, you know? I didn't know if you were going to go buy one for Chris and get excited.
You're into. I don't know.
There are our bagpipes. You heard a good taste of them right there. Once again, they are the best time, especially on St. Patrick's Day. Everybody loves to hear them, especially about 3 or 4 beers. That's when they get better and better when you hear them.
Yes, sounds even better.
Thank you to the Atlanta Pipe Band for taking time to be in our fabulous parade. We're still trucking along on the road. People enjoying themselves for a couple more hours. I like the earlier start time. I think it gives people a chance to spend some more time during the parade and after too, especially. So that's going to be the best part. So Atlanta Pipe Band's going to finish drumming their way down the road, and we're going to go ahead and take a quick break for you. You're watching the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade on WSTV CW and WHHI. Oh, they're tall and they're green. They're men on stilts out here. Welcome back to the Hilton Head St. Patrick's Day Parade. I'm Andrew Davis here with Andrea Gannon from the Arts Center of Coastal Carolina.
I felt like that was the beginning of the joke. They're tall and they're green, and they walk into a bar.
I believe our friend Dan Stratton has a joke to go with that. It cannot be aired on television. I will promise you that if Dan knows it.
None of his jokes can be aired on television.
No. Look, there you go. A little hula hoop for hooping it up.
Go, girl.
So we are back here on the parade route. We are about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through. We're going to see who Jessa's got some of the fabulous people watching the parade. Jessa?
Thanks. Yes, when you see some familiar faces, especially some familiar Irish faces, you stop them for an interview. So we're going to do just that. Marcus Walsh and Sam Wolf are joining us today. Marcus is the voice of WHHI Sports. So we're so glad to have you on the team and out here celebrating today. Tell us a little bit about what you do, because that's not all you do.
That's very true, Jessa. I do a lot on the golf course when I can be, but I sing a ton. I sing about as much as I broadcast with WHHI. As a matter of fact, rehearsing for a big church service coming up in a few weeks over at St. Luke's Anglican Church, which is right down the way from us here. Looking forward to serving the Lord and singing for the parishioners there in a few weeks. I'm singing in the Hilton Head Choral Society, the Mary Green Chorale, the Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra Chorus again as well. Got plenty of singing to do in the spring, in addition to helping out WHHI with the various things that I do on location and voiceovers and all of that.
I think we could pick your voice out in a crowd pretty easily, Marcus. And Sam, tell us a little bit about you and where you two met. And I have to brag on Sam for a minute. Not only does she knit, but you actually knit a shamrock for today, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I forgot to bring it, unfortunately, but so I've been crocheting for 4 years now.
Where did you and Marcus meet? Because you've all known each other for maybe a year. I've been seeing you around.
Yep. Actually, a former coworker of mine was introduced us, and then we met through work, and then.
Yep.
Yeah.
And both of you have been here on the island in the area for a long time. I want to talk a little bit about your Irish heritage, though, because it goes back a ways. So let's discuss that for a minute and how you celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Well, I'm so used to, over the last few years, coming here and actually working this event. But for me, it's corned beef and cabbage. It's Guinness. It's, everything within the family. Hearing old stories, actually singing some Irish music over the last few years has helped me learn a lot more about my heritage as well. Something that just took off when I really was in college and post-college for sure.
You've got the last name Walsh, of course, but you have some Irish heritage going back a ways.
Yes. Actually, my mom's maiden name is Hannafy, and then my dad's Irish, I think a little bit, and German. So it's kind of, I think it's Ireland somewhere. But, yeah.
So you're out here celebrating your roots, of course. We'll let you get back to the parade. Thanks for taking a minute with us. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Jessa.
All right, thanks so much. We appreciate that, Jess. Always good to hear from the folks out here enjoying themselves, having a great time. This, by the way, I don't know, it's Jeepers Creepers, because the Jeepers are here, the Beaufort County Jeepers.
Love it.
Various types from around Beaufort County, as well as a few from Jasper, too. Been around since 2018, has more than 100 active members.
Fabulous. Look at that cute Jeep all decked out.
They went topless today.
They did. Oh, and there's a doggy up there. Love it.
Little inflatables. Topless inflatables is what it is, I believe. So.
Rubber ducky.
It is the only time you're allowed to go topless at the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
On Hilton Head.
Really anywhere.
I mean, New Orleans, it could be a different
New Orleans, they do all kinds of things
they
there.
Do.
can't help them. So can't help the people in
Can't
New Orleans.
help 'em.
We're family friendly here.
We sure are, and we have a
That's-
lot of kids and families out here today and loving every
Exactly.
minute of it.
You know, that young lady right there, we're happy to see them there.
Yes.
They have the best time too, riding at the top and really getting a great look at everything on the side.
It is. It's the best view.
That's a young man who's had a little too much fun, whether it's in New Orleans or otherwise, up in the inflatables. So he's double fisting
He
his
is
way
double
through.
fisted.
Look at the little guy right there.
But he's lucky. He's on the horseshoe.
He's having a great time. Look at the little guy right on top.
I love it.
They pull it all out over here.
They really do.
You know, when the Jeepers come out, they don't mess around.
No,
they want
do
to decorate
not.
out. They
I
enjoy
like that.
themselves.
Makes me want a Jeep now.
Do you want a Jeep?
Well, yeah.
Maybe.
I mean,
Now it
among
just
other
makes you-
things. Not only.
Diamonds, you
Well,
know, it's
I was sticking in the
fancy
automotive
cars,
category.
whatever they may be. So.
Kitty pudding sticking out of the pot of gold there.
I'm sorry, kitty pudding?
Kitty pudding.
Is that who that is?
I don't know. I just
What
said
is
that.
kitty pudding?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's an inside joke with me and my friends. We say kitty pudding.
I wasn't sure. I just didn't know if that was a specific
It's
cat's
not
name
literally
or
that cat's name.
Okay, that's why I was just confused. I didn't know if you know the cat personally. So
Maybe it shall henceforth be called
kitty pudding from here on out. These are the mosquito hunters moving quickly on
boy,
from
do we
kitty
need
pudding.
them. We
Yeah,
need them.
Absolutely. The no seams and mosquitoes will be out. Definitely part of the fabric of the Lowcountry
That's
here.
cute.
Whether bite stings or just wants to sneak in your house, they've got you covered. Technicians, they say, are the best in the business keeping both the pests and the pesticides out. Thank you to Mosquito Hunters for going out strong. Hilton Head Dance Theater right behind them. They're part of your
Love-
events in the
yes,
fall.
we love Hilton Head Dance Theater. They're one of our business partners and organizational partners, nonprofit just like we are, and we love hosting them for some of their spring programming like
And
Trickery.
they're doing Alice, the White Rabbit, Tweedledum, Tweedledee. They're
Fun.
bringing to life for Alice in Wonderland, May 11th and 12th at the Seahawk Cultural Center. Go out and see these kids. They
I
do a
love that.
fantastic job. You see the costumes. They're ready to go.
Oh, they are ready.
Hilton Head Dance. Those kids give everything of
Oh
themselves
my
at every
gosh,
performance
it's so
too.
much work that they put into it, and what they really learn is dedication, how to be dedicated, and those skills, even the ones who are not going to be dancers for the rest of their lives are going to learn that skill. Oh, what a great
That's
flow. I
Alice in
love
Wonderland
that.
right there. That's the float from the Hilton Head Dance.
Fabulous.
They look great. The rabbit front and center on this.
They do. That's amazing.
Good for them.
I love
Remember, 11th and 12th at the Seahawk Cultural Center. Go see what they've got to offer because they do a wonderful job at your event every year
They
at
do.
Christmas time, too.
it. Yes.
And if not, then Andrea also will say, I like that Jeep and I like that yacht as well. So if you'd like to help her with that, I
You know
think
what,
sure.
listeners, don't listen to him because he's making me sound shallow and what's another? I don't know. Bad things that don't
But this
exist.
is the Yacht Club of
This
Hilton
is
Head
the Yacht Club
Island.
of Hilton Head.
They've been around and proud to be part of this parade for many years now. They say they're the most down-to-earth boat people on the island. So
If you want sailing, they offer flying Scot and big boat racing in Calabogie Sound. Did you know that?
I did not know
Well,
that.
you do.
Thank you for testing
You're
once
welcome.
again, learning something new every day.
Every
In fact,
day.
every couple floats I learned something new here. These folks, a lot of time put into these too, because you think, oh, I'll just put a couple things on top of a car, but it's so much more
No,
than that.
it is so
they
much
make
more.
sure that this is their opportunity to do a float and really decorate it and take time. I remember seeing some of them, and it's hours and hours and
Mhm.
hours to make it right, because it's your one chance to really make an impression.
Right. How many months do they work on this?
Months on end, no
Really?
question. So
Wow.
including that guy who's been working on his figure for many months to get that heavy. That's natural, all natural, not an inflatable in
Not
any
an
form.
inflatable.
So
He's
this
proud.
is Curry Crete, I believe, in Lowcountry Pavers, one or both of them taking on this giant float.
The Curry family has owned that forever. Don't laugh at me. I
No,
don't know
they
how
have.
many
It's
years,
been
but
forever.
They truly have. They've owned it forever, and they were a very involved island
I
family.
like that everybody makes their trucks green now too. That looks like a giant crayon to me, but
Well,
it's
it
sort
is
of
the
a fun
colors of
thing.
the Irish flag as well.
Very good.
You're welcome.
Very good. See, this is why you're here, for these important details that I
Just
didn't think of.
Little tidbits here and there. That's all I'm good for.
But Curry Crete out there along with Lowcountry Pavers. Green and yellow, definitely the colors of the day. Orange
Yes.
in there too, if you can. So People dressed up as fruit now for second helpings. They do an amazing job over here. They're a nonprofit that served the Lowcountry for more than 30 years. Volunteers rescued and distributed 3.4 million pounds of food, keeping it out of landfills. They've also reached an important milestone now. 50 million total pounds rescued and provided free to our neighbors in need. I will support them every chance I get because they do an incredible work.
It is so important to our community what they do. It is just phenomenal, and we shout out to Second Helpings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And all the volunteers, the drivers, everybody who's involved.
And now they've started that program also for the visitors, so if they want to leave some of their food behind, maybe that they didn't eat.
That's
yes,
awesome.
down on the south end on Saturdays. So
great
program there, because so many things go to waste. When you bring food in, you don't have as many people as you thought, or whatever that may be.
Here's also a little fun fact, since a lot of today is about educating you, Andrew.
Yes.
One of our problems with global warming is food that is rotting. Isn't that great? I'm sorry.
Wow.
I know that's not a happy thing to say. But I'm just saying, when we get food in the hands of the people who need it, that is important on so many levels.
The goal of Second Helpings and so many agencies is to make sure no one goes hungry, and that's what we hope for.
Absolutely.
All the time. Well, we got a little bit of a spot here. Why don't we go ahead and take another break? You're watching the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade on WSAV CW or WHHI. Welcome back to the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade. You're watching the U.S. Customs Border Protection Pipe and Drums right now.
Of course they
I
just
could not
stopped.
time that any better.
On the break, Andrew literally said, watch them stop, right when we got back on air, and lo and behold, you knew it.
So,
or did you manifest
they did a
it?
great job before then,
They
which
sure
was great.
did.
They
They
sounded
sounded
wonderful. Trust me on
they
that
sure
one. They
did.
sound fantastic. So we appreciate them protecting our border, doing everything they can for our country, and the sound that they can see now picking up as you can hear it in the background, I promise.
That's right.
So,
and here's the Church Mouse Boutique Thrift Shop. That is a wonderful place for donating or picking up items. Amazing.
served the community since 2004. Open for shopping and donation drop-off on this one. They do a wonderful job. So many great charities in this area.
They really are.
I was talking to Leslie Richardson. She said, you know, there are 160 different nonprofits that serve
Isn't that
Hilton Head or are on
incredible?
Hilton Head Island. So.
Wow, that is incredible.
Gullah Heritage Tours. You want to have a great time and understand a little bit more about our area?
Yes.
Go on the Gullah Heritage Tour. They really teach you so much about things you had no idea. If you've lived here for years and gone, I wonder, the Gullah Tours teach you everything about what the island used to be and what it still can be through the history.
Absolutely. It's a family-owned tour company, and you do learn so much. It's a 2-hour narrated fun and educational tour through the traditional Gullah communities on Hilton Head.
The Campbells are legendary around here.
They sure
They do
are.
a fantastic job. Here's a Godzilla, I believe. This is Godzilla on top of here. Godzilla dancing. I didn't know Godzilla danced. I thought he just breathed fire and stomped on stuff, but apparently he can dance. He's got a nice scarf, too. That was South Carolina Street Revolutions, established over 10 years ago. South Carolina Street Revolutions has passionately supported the Lowcountry with automobiles into impactful initiatives, including shows, fundraisers, meets, and special things to make the positive difference in the Lowcountry. You can see some of those cool cars. Are these some you like as well?
Oh,
or
sure,
you
why
just
not?
gonna do the
I like
Jeep?
that,
Or
that zesty in the front. All of them are great. Yeah, sure.
Did you call it zesty?
Zesty, absolutely zesty. I stick by it.
I've
I
never
proudly say
heard
that.
a car called zesty
Well, now you
before.
again,
so.
Andrew, you are learning as you go today.
I am. You just put a little hot sauce in the bumper? How do you make it zesty exactly? So
You don't eat it, you drive it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's a cool thing there too.
Yeah, that's your. I see you in that.
Yeah, that's more me.
That's you. Last night though,
He doesn't have a wheel. That
Andrew.
I think that's a problem somewhere. I don't know much about cars, but I think driving without a wheel is a problem.
Andrew had tattoos last night, ladies and gentlemen, for our 80s party at the Art Center, and you know that makes me think that that car would have been right for you in your costume last night.
It very well could have been. So.
Ooh, chicken salad
Chick,
Yum.
hungry. Yeah, hungry? Go over to Chicken Salad Chick. They got Savannah, Pooler, Statesboro, and right here in Bluffton as well, or right here near us in Bluffton. So
Let's vote for one on Hilton Head as well, please.
that would be a good idea. I think we'd like that a lot. Hear those cars revving in the background, pushing out their engines. Here are the Lions of the Lowcountry, the Hilton Head Noon Lions Club from Bluffton, Hilton Head.
They're the largest service club organization in the world. I didn't know that.
That's why you're here, to help these things. They serve for childhood
Exactly.
cancer, hunger, diabetes, youth, disaster preparedness, and other pressing needs and services for our entire area.
We certainly thank them.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, I love a dancing lion. You just can't beat that.
We had a dancing Godzilla, we got a dancing lion.
Yes.
Apparently it's the spot where all the animals can dance, so freely.
Freely.
We're very open to all the dancing animals, so.
Always.
Better than eating us. That's what a lion would do otherwise.
Absolutely.
So it's, you know, we appreciate the lions are
Oh,
fun.
he's
They're
top
friends.
of the food chain, so.
As we say to Barley, they're friends, not food. So that's what his toys are. So we try to make sure that's true in this case as well.
No,
That lion will know that we're friends, not food.
That's right.
It's the Lions Club dancing their way down the street. Kids still hanging strong, waving in their green glasses. We appreciate them. Cute skirts.
They're having a cute time. They're having fun.
These parades really are for the kids as much as anything. We
I
joked about
know.
that last night about, you know, saying, oh, this event is
Right.
for the kids. It really was last night, and this is true, too.
No, it is.
Some of the kids we're proud of. Battery Creek High School putting on a show. Dolphin Pride for everybody from Battery Creek.
I feel they've got the groove. That's what I feel. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah. The Dolphin Pride Marching Band, the Booster Club. Again, shout out to the parents who help with these bands to make sure they're protected, they have their instruments in shape, and they get a chance to play for us like right now on this parade route. Let's try to take a little listen to them. Battery Creek, my new favorite band because they're playing and dancing just for us, and we appreciate it. So
Awesome. They're fabulous.
they're a fantastic job here at Battery Creek High School, and a big band as well, too. A lot of folks coming out. We appreciate them making the trek over from the Beaufort area on down the area. Love hearing them play. We're going to listen to them for a minute as we keep going. Got to make sure we give them the love because they're working hard for us out here. That sousaphone is heavy too. Let's not mess around with that. Those folks, you got to be strong
Oh
to
my
carry
gosh.
some of these things. And to keep drumming the whole way through.
Oh.
It's not the easiest thing in the world.
Can't be easy.
That's always a talent I've wanted, is to have that drumming ability, especially the ones with like 4 drums at one time. Pretty incredible, even the bass drum, all of it. So a lot of practice, a lot of time there. So, well, we're gonna play out with the drums and see what Jessa's got over there. It looks like some people have been cooking, Jessa.
I'm so excited to introduce all of you to the Hog Heaven Barbecue Team. They do charity work for children all over this area. They're my friends, and we have Mike Blackshire,
Larry Satola,
Lola.
Roger Clifford, Keith Tillman.
All right. So you guys, how many years have you been doing this work? Were you making all this barbecue and hot dogs and hamburgers today out in front of St. Louis?
Since 2000.
Why? Why do you do what you do?
Sell it for the kids. We just do it. We love what we do. We get together, we cook, we have a good time, and we do it for the kids.
But it is so much work. I mean, you have to do all the preparation and then you do the cooking. Are you chefs at home as well, Mike?
I cook a lot at home, yes.
Yeah, we all cook at home.
But it's also a fellowship too. You're kind of like brothers.
It's our ministry. It's our ministry for our community, for our church. It's an outreach, and there's no better way to have an outreach through food. Everybody loves food, especially good barbecue.
And so how have you all done today here at the St. Patrick's Day Parade? Have you sold a lot of, I know you had hot dogs, hamburgers, and barbecue.
Yes, we sold out of barbecue for sure, and we could have doubled what we made. But you just
we have
never
hamburgers
know.
and hot dogs left.
Yeah.
We also won the Shamrock Award this year.
Oh, what, the Shamrock Award for
Best Nonprofit.
Best Nonprofit. Well, congratulations.
Thank you,
And again,
Robyn.
thank you so much for what you do for our community. The Hog Heaven Barbecue Team.
Our pleasure.
Go Hogs.
Thank you.
Appreciate it so much, Robyn, over there. We're just sad that you did not bring us any barbecue. I'm a little bit bummed by that. If
I'm
you're
a
going to
lot
do the
bummed.
guys who are cooking for us, and yet
Yes.
you have no barbecue for us, and you had 4 guys, not one of them had a piece of food with them. I'm
but
a little
the aprons
disappointed.
said it all, and I thought barbecue might be coming our way.
I was hoping. Maybe eventually. Maybe we can guilt them into it by knowing this. So You've got the Young Adult Shenanigans Society right here in their 1931 Ford Model A.
I just like that name, Young Adult Shenanigans Society.
You got to be careful. You don't want too many shenanigans.
I
Gets
think
out of,
you
that'll
can't
turn into
have too many shenanigans.
It'll turn into a hootenanny, and then it's all bad for everybody. So they are a young at heart. People are passionate about friendship, humor, and creativity, and always looking for ways to inject a little bit of humor in enjoying each other's company and making unforgettable memories. Another memory for everyone here is listening to the Savannah Pipes and Drums right now. Love to see them coming over. They made it. They were able to make it from Savannah.
They did 2 days in a row.
I'm sure they did. Savannah really had a fantastic parade. Their 200th yesterday.
Oh, really? Great.
Yes, pretty incredible to think they've been around that long. You get all the families involved and groups like this. And let's hear a little bit of the bagpipes. Gotta love the miles that they put on everybody out there, making sure that they are well set for all these miles of parade time. Because that Savannah parade is a couple miles, about 5 miles long, I think, and you put a couple more on this. They'll be tired later.
They will be tired.
They'll be tired later. Got some more of our local businesses and local folks out here. The Seabrook of Hilton Head Island and HH Builders coming up behind them as well.
Seabrook is a wonderful retirement community, and it's really just right around the corner from where we are on Parade Central.
That's good. So always appreciate that with the population we have. They take care of so many people.
They do.
Too. It's not just, hey, we did this, but wow, we really appreciate the people that we have and what we can do to make sure their lives are better.
Absolutely.
So the Seabrook there with a little stop and go. We'll go ahead at this moment and take a quick break. You're watching the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade right here on WHHI and WSAV-CW. Welcome back to the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade here on St. Patrick's Day itself. Doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes
No, it doesn't.
We go a little early, sometimes we go a little after, it depends. So almost done with the parade now, so we've got some great highlights to show you, as well as sort of some of the reaction of folks along the parade route and the parade people who are in the parade and some of the dignitaries who have enjoyed this time all together. But we're not done yet. A few more to come and a couple more bands, hopefully, some more music for you and beyond. This is Camo Cans coming down the road.
They are dumpster rentals and junk removal. Wow, junk removal. I could have them over at my house to come help me with my garage.
Just the whole thing. They can't take and pick up your garage and shake it out, though, is the problem. Really.
I need them to organize it as well.
Well,
You think they do that?
No, they do not do that.
Okay, well.
So that's on you.
Okay,
So
it's on Chris.
That's wow. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Calling him out there.
If you're listening.
Get
I'm
to
just
work.
kidding. No.
At 4 o'clock when we're done, Chris, get into the garage and fix stuff. Organize things. That's what's going to happen. Camo Cans out there ready for Andrea's garage. All of our
Yes,
garages.
awesome.
I couldn't fit a car in mine. I'm not proud of that either. So Ace
But we
Hardware.
can fit a car. Just
good.
one though. It's a 2-car garage, but only one car can
That's
fit.
good for you.
That's
I cannot.
Okay.
So I cannot do it. So I admit to that wholeheartedly. Ace Hardware coming up here with the beautiful red truck.
That is a cool red truck, by the way.
They do a great job in helping so many people in our community deal with some of their hardware needs and everything else out there. And do it with a smile on their face, because I come in with some random questions and I know I'm not the only one. So I'm like, how do you do this? And they look at me and go, we can help. So
That is true. They're really, really helpful when you don't know what you're doing or what you even need.
yeah. See the
Ooh,
grills?
look at the grills. It is grill season, everybody. It is time. Get
All
it
right.
in gear or go get a new one.
Let's go check in with Jessa real quick with another interview for us.
I thought it it might be interesting for viewers to get a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look. This is the first time that we're doing this dual broadcast, WHHI and WSAV, and we're out here today having a great time doing this, but WSAV has been in preparation and had a long weekend. We're going to start with asking Dan, this is Dan Flaxer, a little bit about what you do for WSAV.
First off, thanks for having me, Jessa. I appreciate it. And hello, everybody on Hilton Head Island and WSAV-CW. I'm the Creative Services Director at WSAV, and so my job is preparing long-form presentations that we do, like the Savannah St. Patrick's Day Parade and the Hilton Head St. Patrick's Day Parade, and high school football games, promos and commercials and stuff like that. I get to do a lot of different things.
And that is a blessing, and you do a great job, and I know that is very important work, and especially here in media. I also know you've been doing a lot of work in preparation for St. Patrick's Day broadcasts. I'd love to get a little sneak peek behind the scenes. What does it take to get ready for, well, we've had back-to-back parades this weekend?
Well, this is what you call the perfect storm of St. Patrick's Day. Because you had the 200th anniversary in Savannah, and the Hilton Head one the day after. It's a whole lot of work, and we have knocked it out of the park as far as I'm concerned.
Well, you sure have. Thanks for all you do, and thanks for giving us a little look behind the scenes. We appreciate it.
All right, thanks so much. Appreciate the folks from WSAV and HHI teaming up for this broadcast. So you get a chance tonight, if you're watching on WHHI, you know it's on. But if you're watching on WSAV-CW and missed anything, it'll be on at 7 o'clock tonight on WHHI. I wanted to give a shout out to the parade committee who just passed by us. Those folks put their heart and soul into this every single year.
Yes, they really, really do. And work so hard leading up to the minute the parade starts.
You don't realize how much work a parade is. You think, well, just line them up and let them go, but it's a lot more than that.
So much coordination.
And now that the Irish Festival is there on Saturdays too, it really is becoming a weekend-long
event. It is. So for our visitors, go ahead and plan your trip for 2025. Come to Hilton Head and enjoy the entire weekend, because we will have a fun weekend in store for you.
The Irish Festival really has a variety of music too. It's a little sort of pop Irish along with bagpipes, along with pipe and drum bands, so you get to really hear the full song too. You don't appreciate it until you see everything that goes into putting that music too. Yep. So we appreciate them, and we appreciate the Sheriff's Office who are closing us out here on the parade route. You see the folks moving to whatever next destination it may be as we continue our parade today. So many great moments, so many people involved. The Sheriff's making sure everyone on the parade route is safe, no injuries, no problems. Yes. You know, that's what I love about this. It's really a town-wide celebration of the holiday and of our island in general.
And I think a lot of people, not only town-wide, but they came from Savannah, they came from Beaufort, they came from over that long-awaited bridge. And we enjoyed having them here with us today.
Well, we appreciate that. The Sheriff's wrapping things up here for the end of the parade. We've got a lot of things here as we continue on our parade from Hilton Head Island, St. Patrick's Day. Really, what was your favorite thing? I mean, so many good things that we got to see today.
Oh gosh, I really did love the Clydesdales and the Humane Association. So animals in general.
Animals in general. I like the Dancing Godzilla. I appreciated him. So that's always good to see the Dancing Godzilla.
He was a surprise.
He was a surprise to all of us, I believe. You know, you had a little bit of everything, but I think my favorite thing is seeing the kids. Seeing them catch candy or deliver it. I like the ones that have the buckets and they're delivering it out to everybody. So they're having that great time when they're continuing on.
They sure are.
Because it's not over. Remember, there's a lot of time here for everybody to enjoy themselves, to have some fun, and to make sure that they imbibe properly for the rest of the time. But go get some food, go enjoy yourself on Hilton Head Island, but mostly just enjoy the holiday that is St. Patrick's Day.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate it. Andrew Davis for Andrea Gannon. We appreciate you turning to watch us right here on the Hilton Head Island St. Patrick's Day Parade 2024. Thank you WSAV and WHHI for a fabulous broadcast, including everybody behind the scenes for all the work and time that went into this. And I hope to see y'all again next year.
Yes.